Supryze is a well-known name in the Hmong music scene, racking up over 2 million views with fewer than 30 songs. We previously sat down with him for an hour-long conversation about his upbringing. If you haven't seen that yet, be sure to check it out. But today, we're switching things up
Case play a Hmong celebrity? Dang.
and asking him 20 unfiltered and uncomfortable questions.
For the first question, what is the difference between Sue and Supryze?
Sue is my real name. And Supryze is just my stage name. And so I feel like we have, our personalities are a little different. When I'm Supryze, I'm on stage. I have to be a little more outgoing and I have to entertain the crowd. So, but when I'm Sue, I can just kind of be more chill and relax. And naturally, I'm more shy too. So I don't really talk to too many people like that. But they were as Supryze, and I feel like I have to kind of be a little more outspoken and just socialize a little bit more, because as an artist, you want people to know who you are too. So yeah, it's good to talk to people.
So on your yearly music recap, like on the your Spotify Wrapped and on the YouTube, who are your top few artists?
I never pay attention to those emails they send you about the yearly recap.
Yeah.
But if I could just right off the top of my head, maybe top 3 artists that I listen to right now. One would be TJ Henny, because I feel like everything that he releases is just really catchy and it's a instant hit.
Yep.
Another guy that I listen to a lot lately, and his songs has just been coming on randomly on YouTube. Whenever I'm driving around, is Jack GV. And I'm not saying that just because he's my friend, but yeah, his music does come on a lot, and I feel like I see a lot of similarities in our music and the way we write our lyrics too. So that's why I like his music. Third, one guy that I recently started listening to a lot more is Dang Vang. He's a rapper from Vietnam, and I just love his lyricism and the way he structures his songs and stuff. It's really dope. Yeah.
Okay.
And then who is your favorite member from BBD?
Favorite member, I'll probably have to say my buddy VX, because he does a lot of behind the scene, when it comes to running the shows, reaching out to the artists, booking flights, and a lot of the operations is run by him and Danny. But VX, he's like a character too, so he's very silly and funny.
And then what is your favorite song that you've created or created for other people?
That I've written. I think I said this a lot in the past in recent interviews, but probably the song Ying. Originally, I wrote that for a suicide prevention show. I think the first show that I did for that was back in 2019, I believe. Yeah, 2019. And we performed it at Washington High School. Yeah, so I think I wrote the song within a week. Wow. It was supposed to be more like a uplifting song. The song called Ying. So the message in the song is I want everybody to win. No matter how hard things get. So 個要做贏. So that was what I said in the song, and I feel like to this day I'm still very proud of it, because even when I'm sometimes when I'm feeling down, I feel like that song puts me in a better mood and help gives me motivation. One of the songs that I'm most proud of, we haven't released it yet, but the artist that I've had to sing this song, that we're having to sing this song, is Kenji Her. So that one should be coming out very soon, this year, 2025, hopefully in a couple months here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is there a moment you would like to relive as an artist?
Well, one of my favorite stages to perform on, ever since I started my music career, is the stage at the State Fair, Minnesota State Fair on Hmong Day. I just feel because the crowd is just amazing, and all the Hmong people come out to support and just hang out in one area. And anyway, it's just a good vibes, So every year I look forward to being there, whether I'm performing or not. When I think back on Hmong Minnesota Day, it's always a fun vibe. So it'd be nice to relive those moments over and over again. Yeah.
Being Supryze, have you ever been invited to stuff you thought you would never have been invited to?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just being paid to travel and perform. I never thought that happened. Like being a little 12-year-old kid and just gaining an interest in music. Never thought that I'd be on stage performing for people one day. Back in 2019, when Australia Yellow Diamond reached out to me to perform for as an opener for the Dang Tao concert. I thought that was really cool. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
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 If you had a cage fight another Monk celebrity, who would it be?
Case fight among celebrity. Dang. Well, first of all, I'm not a fighter. It'll have to be somebody smaller than me. So, this is a hard question. Okay. I'm just gonna say CPX because I feel like I'll be too quick for him. He won't be able to touch me.
Are you winning?
Yeah.
You are.
So I feel like I'll just hit and run. Yeah.
Okay.
And then what surprised you the most in your music career?
It's always when a fan come up to me and they tell me they're a big fan, and then they start rapping like one of my lyrics from like a very underrated song, either from like my first EP, Self Love, or from just from like a song that doesn't really get that many views, and so it always catch me off guard. I'm like, what? You know that song? Because it's not like Nue or Nodachi or Ching Yao Dao, and so yeah, it's always surprising when they know that. Yeah.
Outside of music, do you have any other sources of income?
9 to 5. So that's what my main source of income to pay the bills and invest back into my music when I'm not performing and making money off of shows and stuff like that. My mom also runs like food pastry business, so I kind of help her with that. Just help her like with the social media stuff, like advertising and stuff like that, and like taking orders or like electronic pay. Before I decided to do music, I used to draw a lot of digital art too.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So before like AI and all that stuff, now it's like really easy for somebody to just like filter their picture through an AI app, and then you get a painting or whatever. But then like back before that, all that happened, I used to draw portraits and stuff like that too, on like kind of like caricature style, cartoonist style.
Cool.
So here and there, I'll still get like requests, and if I feel like I have time, I'll do it. Like animation, not like full on animation or anything like that, but it would just be like something like rotating or moving, like a little loop that it could use for like a video or music video. So I've created a few of those for like Channing Zhong and Johnny Lowe and stuff like that, and including myself too. Yeah.
Oh, wow,
Mhm.
that's dope.
What is the most money you've made in a single project?
I think the project that I've received the most money off of streamings would probably be Narachi. Yeah, that's always like the number one. I feel like just because it's like more upbeat and hype, and I feel like my song that kind of went viral like the quickest, when I released it, and so I think even to today, like people still get very excited whenever I perform it, and it still gets pretty consistent plays.
How much money do you make a month from streams?
I feel like I don't have that many songs. Yeah, even though I've been doing music for 5-6 years now. I say out of like 20, 30 songs, only like 5 or 6 of those really generate steady streaming, and so probably make anywhere from like 200 to 300 a month. If I drop a hit song like every month, that could probably go up to 400 or 500. But as of right now, yeah, it's not that much, but it's still something. So it's still something to be proud of. Yeah.
Without needing to drop a name, have you ever had a bad Monk celebrity interaction?
Yeah. So, well, this was before I started doing music. I think I was like only in high school. Might have been like 15 years old or something. But I went to an open mic, and there was this other artist who was like pretty popular at the time. He was like one of my inspiration too. I followed his stuff a lot. That was like my first time seeing him. So I built the courage to go up to him and be like, "Hey, aren't you this person?" And then they're like, "Yeah, I am." And then I was like, "Hey, nice to finally meet you." And I reached out my hand, but then like 2 other fangirls, walk up to him, and they're like, "Oh my God, hi, nice to meet you." And then he like switched his attention to them. And then so I was just like left hanging And then I waited for like a second. I was just like, okay, this is kind of awkward, right? Yeah. So then I just kind of walked away, and I was just like, dang, he's a jerk, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then, I mean, like now that I think about it, now like kind of like being in his shoes and thinking about it, it was probably just a misunderstanding, you know? And of course, like being a fan, I was a little disappointed. But then I understand that, you know, sometimes like there's like multiple people with fans like trying to talk to you at once, and you can't really tend to everybody. So yeah, that's why, like now, like being in his shoes, like I try my best at least to acknowledge like any fans or like whoever's in front of me to like just like really give them my attention, even if it's just for a few seconds or whatever, because it probably they probably like built a lot of courage and you know replay the situation over and over in their head before they even approach you. So yeah, I try to do my best with that. Yeah.
And who is your biggest motivation in life?
Biggest motivation in life, I say my mom. Yeah, because growing up, my parents divorced at when I was like 5, and so she you know had to raise me and 5 other kids, you know, on her own, and supported me through college. And she's not that much into my music, but then she still understands that you know it's what makes me happy, and so she supports me in that way. But yeah, I say my mom. Yeah, she keeps me going, and um, that's what I that's my motivation to work, to keep working and keep you know being successful in life too, so I could give back to her.
What has been your greatest challenge you've ever had to overcome?
Probably like going back to school. I went through depression, probably like junior year in college. Yeah, junior or might have been even senior year. You know, 'cause I was in school for quite a while, for like 4 years at that point, and so I just felt like I didn't have the motivation anymore to just really go to class and just learn. And so I didn't want to continue wasting money. And you know, I was just like, you know, taking a lot of college loans too. So I had to take a break. And then for a while, I was just like, dang, maybe school is not for me. You know, like I think I'm just gonna go work and grind and you know find success some other places. But then I also realized that you know without like an education or a degree, it was a lot harder too. Like to get the job that I actually wanted. It took like a year and a half for me to realize that I needed to go back to finish my degree. 'Cause I only had like one semester left. Yeah, so finally built the courage and confidence to go back, and I was able to you know graduate. So
Going off of like your depression and stuff like that, what steps did you take to heal?
honestly, I didn't like go through therapy or anything like that. Like you know, seek professional help. But one thing that I kind of focused on was just thinking about the things that made me happy, or you know, doing things that I love. One, of course, is music. You know, so music is therapy. You know, and so for me, like one of the things that I learned that helped me like release stress and stuff like that is just to kind of write my thoughts and writing. So for me, it was like writing song lyrics and stuff like that. And so I just wrote a lot of songs, listened to a lot of different type of music, and just kind of wrote whatever I was feeling, you know. And so a lot of that is reflected in my first EP, Self Love, which I think I released back in 2020.
In what ways do you love yourself?
That's a hard question. Yeah, what way do I love myself? Do I love myself? Uh, well, I think being able to like forgive yourself for your mistakes in the past. Like I know that you know my life wasn't perfect, and nobody is perfect. You know, we all um, make a lot of mistakes, and to be able to learn from that and overcome it, and just forgive yourself because you know we learn from our mistakes, and you know become older and wiser. And so that's one way.
So have you ever had to deal with imposter syndrome?
I say no, you know, because I feel like where I am now is exactly where I should be. You know, my accomplishments, stuff like that. Yeah, I know that I worked a lot. I worked hard for, you know, what what I'm given, and so I feel like it feels right. It doesn't feel like it's wrong. So no, yeah, I guess not. Yeah.
What is your reason for slowing down in music or taking a step away from music?
Like being an artist is like a full-time job, you know. And I have another full-time job too. So it just takes a lot of time. I feel like sometimes you don't really have time to like really attend like family and friends events, and um it kind of like overlaps with like when I was performing a lot and traveling on the weekends. I had to miss out on a lot of like baby showers, birthdays, um, just um, just like big events, you know, important things. And so, uh, my friends and family, they understand too. They're like, yeah, you know that's like your job. You know, you're going to make money, so you know, um, they they forgive me. But then I feel like that's something that I want to be better at. You know, I want to show up and I be there for my friends and family too. So that's why I'm choosing to slow down a little bit. Like I might not be out in the spotlight performing in front of a crowd, but I'll still be like supporting like all the other artists, and I'm still writing too. So of course, like on my spare time, I'm still like listening to beats. Like if I'm just like driving to work or something, I'm still playing like beats and like coming up with lyrics. And if those lyrics just like add up to like a full song, then um, you know I can decide if I want to release that song as a single for myself, or I can pitch it to another artist too. So. Mhm.
Well, thank you. That is all we got for the 20 questions today.
All right, thank you guys. Yeah, appreciate your time, man. Yeah, thank you for having me. It was fun, and yeah, those are some pretty challenging questions.